What a beautiful OST we have. Welcome back everybody to Trails in the Sky, second chapter. I am beyond excited to get back into this series. Honestly, the start of the chapter, as the start of the game, really blew me away. It's probably one of the better starts in any game. Like, just imagine if a Xenoblade game started like in the middle of like all of the twists you have. Like, you have all of these twists in Xenoblade games and all of these character moments and stuff. And you just imagine like the first Xenoblade game would cut in the middle. Like, just imagine that the first Xenoblade game would cut like, I don't know. What would be a good comparison? Like the moment you visit Agnaratha, you know, on Mekanis. Like, if Xenoblade 1 cuts after visiting Mekanis for the first time, and then you get the whole Eggle cutscene in the beginning, you know? Something along those lines, you know? It's very, very strong as an opening. And I definitely know why they did it. The first game was already too long, it feels like. And I think the story structure is quite impressive. Hi J2O. What a wonderful OST, by the way. Just listening to this, like, I like the first game's OST, but just listening to this has made me feel like this is great, you know? This feels a lot bigger than the first game. And yeah, I am intrigued by everything that's happening. I am intrigued by Ouroboros, whatever is up with those guys, obviously, with Lawrence, and what was his name? The professor. I think it was Professor Alba, right? But his name is actually Weissman. I think that's what I remember. Which would make sense, because Weissman, if you didn't know German, Weiss means white, and Alba means white in different languages. Don't quote me, I'm not a language expert, I just remember that Alba is like also white. In other languages. Let me Google that real quick before I tell you something wrong here. I just remember this. Maybe not. Maybe I'm misremembering. Oh, that's what I remember. It's not a modern language. It's not a modern language, actually. That's why I remember it. Because I took in school, I took 6 years of Latin as a class. Alba is literally translated from Latin as white. That's what I remember. It's directly from Latin. And you know, in Italian, it's not really used as white. It's more used as saying like dawn or daybreak. So yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. Makes sense. There's probably a lot of these references to find here, and I feel like as a German person, as someone who knows and speaks German, I think finding these little nods is like something unique I can bring to the series, I feel like. Like, there's a lot of interesting stuff here. Okay. I have not yet decided, by the way, what we're going to play tomorrow. I still don't know. I don't know yet what we'll play tomorrow, really. I'll have to check it out. It's probably going to be something weird. I don't know yet. Tomorrow, I don't. It's not really a plan thing, really, for tomorrow. But yeah. Oh. Okay, booted up the game. But yeah, I might play like demos tomorrow. I'm going to make probably I might do a demo thing tomorrow where I just play some demos or whatever. We'll see. I just saw the new Square RPG. I don't remember what it was called, but I might check that out tomorrow on stream. I always thought making a show about demos was something I was interested in. Like a dedicated video recorded show. But I might just put it on stream, honestly. And there's also the Mina the Hollower demo that I haven't checked out yet. I don't know yet. I don't know yet. Yeah. I think we can jump into the game. The game is also already set up. The music is fantastic, and it continues to be fantastic. Here we are. Hello, Estelle. Estelle is feeling a lot better, so I'm quite glad that this is happening. That she feels a lot better. I was kind of sad. Yeah, I wanted to make it like a video series, you know, just where I just casually sit down and I just record as a video and upload it to my YouTube channel. Same with indie games. I have tons of indie games on my Steam that I've never really tried out, and it could just be a thing where I just check out some indie games, like the first few hours of an indie game or something. I don't know. I'll have to think about it. Should get everything you need now. You're probably going to be very busy come tomorrow. Ahem. Oh yeah, I need to remember my voices. Okay. I think we've done everything so far. Door is locked tight. I think in one of them was Annalise. I think Estelle has the last room. Oh, Estelle, not in bed yet, huh? Still getting ready for tomorrow? Well, yeah, that too, but what are you up to, Annalise? I was just talking with Mr. Bear. Mr. Bear? Isn't he cute? That soft plushy fur. Ooh, just touching it makes me tingly. So, this is where you get your energy from, huh, Annalise? Heck yeah, it is. Just touching stuffed animals makes me feel like a million Mira. Yeah, like I said, cuteness is justice, and justice is power, or something. Oh god. I think the girls lost it. Estelle, good evening. Hi, Kurt. Are you reading something? Yes, I'm looking over some military treatises from the Far East. The subject is ancient warfare, but you would be surprised how much of it applies to conflict of any era. You should give them a read yourself. You might find them enlightening. I think I'll pass. I kinda suspect they'd go over my head. Far East military books, though. Kurt, I've been curious. Are you from the East yourself? In a sense, I suppose. I was born in Libel, but my family does indeed hail from the lands beyond Calvert. We emigrated during the time of my grandfather, from what I understand. The special arts I use is something that my grandfather passed down to me, in fact. Oh, I see. I've always thought that what you do is pretty incredible and handy, but I've never seen anyone else do stuff like it. Fair observation. I know no other practitioners of the art, aside from myself. If you're that interested, however, I would be honored to teach it to you, Estelle. Whoa, really? Haha, really, it would be my pleasure. However, you would need to study a number of military treatises first. I think I'm gonna have to pass. God damn it. No books to read, huh? Honestly, the first game made me a bit paranoid because I know now that there are some books that you can miss completely. It's made me a bit paranoid about missing stuff. Alright. Estelle's elaborate sneaker collection. Honestly, I have to say, Estelle might be one of my favorite main characters in any game series. Just as a main character, she has a lot. Stay up. Slumber. Ugh, so tired. Time to hit the hay and get ready for tomorrow. I really do enjoy Estelle. Did I hear something? Don't care. Slumber. Wake up. What is that sound? Wait a minute, is that gunfire? Estelle? Estelle, are you awake? Annalise? Estelle, you're awake, thank Idios. Come on, grab your gear. Right. Hey, is that really gunfire or... Yeah, we're under attack by somebody. I don't know who. Kurt's trying to fight them off, but we need to go help him. Well, that is probably why they wanted us to prepare beforehand, huh? Clever little game, clever little game. That should hold them off for a moment. Are you alright? He's not. Kurt, your arm. It's nothing, just a scratch. It's far more important that we put an end to this intrusion. Kurt? Kurt, are you okay? You're injured. Estelle, Annalise. Forgive me, I let my guard down. As you can see, the lodge is under attack by a group of armed men. I need your help in driving them away. Roger. But they hurt you, Kurt. Who the heck are these guys? I'm not entirely certain, but I got a fairly good look at their gear when fighting a moment ago. Judging from its design, it would guess they're Jaegers. Jaegers? Hang on, you mean those elite crazy mercenaries I heard about in Gransel? But why would they be here? Outside of Libel, the Guild and the Jaegers are dire enemies. It's not out of the question that they would dare attack us here, though it would be oddly brazen even for them. Given that though, this could very well be a behest of the society. What? You mean... Son of a... Oh, what is this music that I'm hearing? Crushes a foe's body with compressed space. I think I'll try that. Oh, he's strong. Swordwine Slash. High speed creates a vacuum blade. Let's see what Dark Matter can do. Oh. It's actually quite strong. Mysterious combatant that suddenly attacks. Blinds with smoke and then charges in. Yeah, we're not close enough to get this. Crazy things are happening early on, honestly. Okay, Analyze. I'm not just imagining this. The soundtrack is way better, right? Like, holy shit, I don't remember any of these moments from the first game. I'm going to move in the way with Analyze. Does he have an attack delay on that charge move? Probably, right? Because it seems to delay Estelle's attack quite a bit. Yeah, strike. Honestly, this game has actually kind of destroyed RPGs for me a bit because of the speed up function. Like, I have been playing this week, I have been playing Pokemon a bit, and the battles seem so incredibly slow without the speed up function. Let's finish him off with a chain. Ah, Estelle doesn't have enough CP. Yeah, both of them don't have enough CP. Alright.
We're good to go.
We managed to win somehow. Okay, whoever you are, drop the weapon and surrender. Hehe, you brats are better than I thought. Still not good enough though. What? Got a smoke bomb. Teehee. Nighty night, little kittens. Fuck. Morning already. Feels too, what? What the heck? Where in Goddess's name? I remember an attack and then... God damn it. Annalise? Wake up, Annalise. Oh no. Stuffed bunny and a stuffed teddy bear. Ooh, which one to pick? Can I take them all, Grandpa? What the heck kind of dream? Annalise, come on, wake up. This is not the time. Huh? Oh, morning, Estelle. Oh, right. Time for morning practice. No, it's not the time for morning practice. Just wake up already. Get it together. Huh? Wait. Estelle, what's going on? This isn't my bedroom. That attack thing was just a bad nightmare, right? Boy, don't I wish. If we both remember it though, I kinda doubt it was a dream. Oh yeah, that's a good point. Wow, looks like we lost the match. No points for me. Why do I get the sense you're still half asleep? We're in the middle of the forest? Anyway, let's get over what we know. Get our bearings and stuff. So last night, a group of men who looked just a bit like the Jaegers attacked the lodge. Why do I have a feeling? This is part of the training? I don't know. So last night, a group of men who looked just a bit like Jaegers attacked the lodge. I remember Kurt was wounded, and right after we arrived, an enemy jumped in through the window. And right after that, it was lights out for me. Yeah, that matches what I remember. The question is, how the heck did we wind up here? Good question. That is kind of weird. It looks like they left most of our stuff on us, but... yeah, all my new combat gear is missing, man. Oh yeah, mine too. So that means we were probably brought here by... some third party? Or the attacking Jaegers. It's not out of the question, I guess, but personally I think the most likely answer is the Jaegers. Yeah, I thought so. They always have an option in there to throw me off, to throw my thinking off. Although, why didn't they tie us up or, I don't know, stab us or something? They just left us in the open. Well, let's see, after knocking us out and disarming us, something happened and they had to quickly retreat somewhere else, leaving us behind. Yeah, that's pretty believable. In that case, sticking around here is like asking to get our heads cut off. Estelle, you still have that map? Oh yeah, we still have some of our stuff, so... yeah, here it is. Yeah, I thought so. There's the Sainte Croix forest where we were training last night. I'm guessing that's where we are now. So in that case, the first goal should be getting out of the forest and checking on the lodge, right? Yeah, I want to see if we can find Kurt and make sure he's okay. Like you said, we gotta get out of this stupid forest. Alright then, let's get out of here. We're basically sitting ducks without our gear. Remember, we need to be careful. Got it? Be nice if we could reclaim our gear somehow. Huh. What's this? A Jäger tent? That'd be my guess. Let's take a peek inside. We might find it something useful. Tira bomb. EP charge. Well, looks like that's everything. Darn it, I was hoping we'd find our gear in there. Man, I wish it was that easy. Still, the tent's in good shape. We could probably nap here if we need to take a quick rest. We don't have time to just lounge around, but if we really need a rest, we should keep it in mind. Good idea. Man, and I was playing so good. I wasn't even losing. God damn it. It feels like I shouldn't get into combat around here. Right? Enhanced leather. Hey! Do you think this could be our equipment? Sure looks like it. The rest of our stuff might be hidden around like this. Cool. I kinda like avoid fighting the monsters, but we do need to find our stuff. Yeah, something feels like this is like a training thing. I don't know. I don't know why, but yeah. Us finding our gear casually in just some treasure chests in the forest kind of feels like it's part of the training. Like, why would the Jaegers, like, take us, put us in the middle of the forest, completely safe, and then just scatter all of our equipment in treasure chests around the forest? It feels a bit weird. Alright. This game is auto-saving quite heavily too, seems like. Reinforced boots. Oh yeah. Physically sensing that there's nothing inside, you walk away from the chest without disturbing it. I forgot I need to speak to treasure chests. You know. The game feels like it's running a bit slow on my end, but it looks good on stream, so I'm guessing it's okay. Probably shouldn't get into fight. It's like a little bit stuttery at times. I don't know if that's my PC or something. Might be. Without a map, this is difficult to navigate. I want to find all of my stuff. More reinforced boots. You tell the chest to say ah, and it obliges. Everything seems to be in order there. It definitely feels like the treasure chest things, the treasure chest lines, have become better with this game. Found a fencer. You ever wonder if the items in these chests were meant for someone specific, and you have the nerve to take them anyway? How rude. It's our stuff anyway, please, dear treasure chest, so... And the brake rod. This chest looks sad and deflated now that you've taken all of its stuff. Poor treasure chest. I mean, we almost have all of our stuff. Are our Orbments missing? No, they're not. So I honestly don't know what Estelle and Annalise were going on about. It was just like our weapons that were missing. Like the most important parts, like our Orbments and stuff, were all still there. So we can still cast arts. We're not sitting ducks, really. And this should be the last piece of gear. Why did you have to come back? You could have just walked away with the goods, but now the treasure chest has you right where it wants you. That's pretty much all, I think. Yeah, Annalise didn't have anything on her. I think that's all our gear. Yeah, I didn't fight a single enemy here. Suncroft Forest. Range and survival skill training grounds. Hey, this sign. Looks like a guidepost to me. We passed by this way yesterday, so I'm sure this is the way out. Awesome, now we can get out of the forest. Annalise, I think that's the exit. Ooh, finally, I thought we'd never get out. Oh, dearie me. I take my eyes off of you for 1 second and you run away. Such naughty, naughty children. Teehee, welcome to my hunting grounds, kittens. A woman? Estelle, watch out. Whoever she is, she's good. Ooh, sharp enough to pick up on that, are we? Not only that, but you're already back on your feet after getting a face full of gas. That's slightly impressive. That's abrasive for you, I suppose. Pointlessly tough, if nothing else. By the way, we should actually train immunity as bracers, honestly. Like, we should actually have emergency plans whenever someone throws a smoke grenade or a sleeping gas or whatever. Because we have been hit by that so many times. Like, smoke grenades and sleeping gas. We should build up our immunity against that, you know? Because that's like a catch-all that enemies seem to use, you know? Hey, whoever you are, what's going on here? Why are you attacking the training grounds? What did we ever do to you? Oh, kitten, you're assuming I need to answer the questions. Now you have two choices. Surrender quietly, or we have a little hunting party. Damn it. Can we hope to fight her off as we are? Annalise, right behind you. Oh, yes, kittens, that's right. Come closer now, let's put an end to our little hunt. I think we found everything. Alright. You know what? I'm going to put clock up on Estelle. Alright. The most important part is that Estelle doesn't die. And we can use a chain. Should have enough CP to do the chain, right? Oh, she's out of range. That's what that means. Craft single attack. Kick followed by mid-air strike. Let's do that one. God damn it. She's out of range for literally everything. One thing that always throws me off is that I can't move and attack at the same time. I have to move manually in. You know. I could go for a taunt. Just so she focuses on Estelle. So that we can... Leaf Blitzer. I thought she was taunted. Let's get her into a corner. Estelle can stay where she is because she can heal from afar. But Analyze needs to actually chase her down. Which is kind of a problem, you know? Let's speed this up a bit. Because this is just playing cat and mouse at this point. There we go. Going to hit it with Dark Matter. Thanks for missing, Analyze. I really appreciate you missing, yeah. Really? This sucks.
We're good to go.
I have a feeling she's going to die. No? I think that was a better version, right? Yep. I hate when someone misses in these games. Really. That was really close. Please tell me you're not missing this time. There we go. I think the next Soul Blow will do it. Oh, it actually interrupted our arts. Can't interrupt this one though. There we go. Level 40 for Estelle. Seems I underestimated you a little. Yeah, that's true. I was really hoping it would hit. That'll teach you to look down on bracers. Your first mistake was assuming we're a pair of clueless little girls. My, so spirited and fiery now. We'll have to do something about that. This again. Estelle, hold your breath. Oh, kittens, you realize we've captured the tactician already, yes? You're all alone here now. Just give up and surrender. It'll be easier. She got away. We probably shouldn't chase her, right, Annalise? Yeah, bad idea. Way too obvious a trap. Hey, Estelle. She said we've captured the tactician, didn't she? Oh. Yeah, she was probably talking about Kurt. Yeah, she has to be. Please, no. Hey, don't worry. Even if he was caught, this Kurt we're talking about, he'll be fine. Besides, this is the sort of thing we've been training for. You really think so? Emergency decision making, survival techniques, counter-terrorism skills. Yeah, you're right. We'll put what we've learned to use and save Kurt. That's the Annalise I know. Hey, how about we return to the lodge real quick? Should check to see if the enemy's occupied it, for starters. Yeah, good point. Off we go then. Recommended for ranger training and other survival lessons. Yeah, that's I'm pretty sure that's what we got here. Well, from the outside it looks like nobody's here. Yeah, should be safe to nose around inside. There might be traps or something though, so let's be careful. Got it. I think it's pretty genius of them to do this. Because all of the training so far has been like very centered around just practicing stuff. But this feels like a real situation, so... Oh my god. There's even a blood stain. That's very real. Oh. That spear looks a little... looks a lot like, Kurt's. Oh, well, let's have a look around, yeah? There might be, clues or something. Right. Broken spear is lying on the ground. It appears to belong to Kurt's. Floor is stained with blood. Is this Kurt's? I think so. But I mean, there isn't a lot, so his injury is probably unfatal. Yeah. The orbital telephone has been smashed to pieces. Dang it. No surprise from pro-mercenaries, I guess. No way they wouldn't cut all the obvious means of communication. Yeah, they don't want us calling for reinforcements. I still am debating if this is a real incident or not. Because, like, smashing the telephone... I don't know, that goes a little bit far, especially since you have to replace it later. Yeah, they don't want us calling for any reinforcements. Damn, that's going to make this even harder. The window is broken and shards of glass lie on the floor. This is the window that Jäger leapt through last night, right? Yeah, he was really skilled. You could tell from the way he handled himself. The barrels of foodstuffs are empty. The enemy took our food too. Yeah, they're the only ones who would have, I think. And I don't see Phyllis anywhere. No blood, thank Idios. I wonder what happens. Huh. There are bits of paper left behind, indicating something was torn away from the board. Hey, wasn't there a map pinned up here? Yeah, just like the one we have. If they have that, then that means... Okay, so we've given the larger ones over. Looks like the second floor is completely untouched. They only roughed up the first floor. Yeah, I get the feeling there might be a reason for that. And now that we know that, I think I have an idea about what the enemy is doing. You do? Some of it still doesn't quite make sense, but a few of the pieces are coming together, I think. Think about it, we've seen what's in the lodge, and there was that tent in the forest. If we put together the clues we found in those two places... Ah, I think I get it. What did the foe do? Retreat from the local, seal the canyon entrance, move to a new base. I mean... I would say move to a new base. They took the food. Exactamundo. Glad we're on the same page, Estelle. The tent was probably a staging point for attacking the lodge. Which means it was abandoned, because they've moved somewhere else. Oh, I get it. But they're obviously not using the lodge as a base either. Well, they probably realized that it's hard to defend the lodge. If the guild ends up sending reinforcements, they're going to need a defensible position where they can keep the hostages. So they must have taken a position somewhere in a local that they think they can defend easily. Yeah, okay, that makes a lot of sense. So the only place like that around here would be... You two? Oh. Robert? Hey, you're safe, are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Last night, Kurt gave me the chance to get away. I've been hiding ever since. Oh, okay. We're still really glad you're safe. Forgive me, I ran away and abandoned everyone. I'm a pathetic excuse for a man, I know. Hey, don't be so hard on yourself. These are Jaegers after all. Yeah, she's right. If anything, we're lucky they have one less hostage. I see. Thank you, girls. So, do you two have any idea where Kurt and Phyllis are? You mentioned hostages. Well, Estelle and Annalise relayed the theory that the enemy had taken the two as hostages and moved to a new base. I get it. A base that'd be easy to defend. Grimsel Fortress, then. Has to be. Grimsel... what? There's a fortress in the canyon? Well, we call it a fortress, but it isn't really one. It's a new training ground we built recently, based on modern military facilities. The idea is to train braces in counter-terror operations in hijacked military bases, that sort of thing. I never realized there was a place like that in the canyon. It is on the map, though. Annalise. Yeah, let's do this. Hey. You two aren't thinking of taking the fight to them all by yourselves, are you? You need to at least call the guild for backup, or... They smashed the phone to bits, Robert. They smashed my phone? Those... Robert, calm down, please. Can you try and fix the phone? If you can get it working, contact the guild as soon as you can. Let them know what's happened. Okay. If you need me to tune your Orbments, just stop by the workshop. Good luck, girls. I'll be praying for you. Okay, let's go, Estelle. Time to make a 2-girl assault on Grimsel Fortress. Let's do it. Sure. I'm always open for another dungeon. Yes. Grimsel Fortress. Ooh. So, this is Grimsel Fortress. Wow, this is one weirdo training facility. Anyway, I don't see or hear anyone from from out here, but yeah, no doubt about it. You can see the footprints of several people who've come through here recently. Haha, looks like the tracking training actually paid off. Anyway, given the number of footprint sets, there can't be that many enemies. 3 people? Maybe 4? Our enemies are good and they outnumber us, but we're senior bracers. Our enemies are good, and they outnumber us, but we're senior bracers. There's nothing we can't beat. Heck yeah, let's give it everything we've got. Do we go through the front door? I don't think we've learned that in bracer training, have we? That we just waltz in through the front door? And it's dungeon time, as usual. I can definitely see this game having more of a focus on dungeon. What the heck is with this building? Fake walls and weird gimmicks? Don't you find this sort of stuff in military bases as a security thingy? You know, a movable wall. I guess this place really is used for, like, infiltration or escape training. A military-themed course? Ah, great. It's like I'm trapped in Leysen Fortress all over again. Yeah. But anyway, I suppose if this thing is active, the Jaegers are in the building. Yeah, I'd say it's a good bet. Good news is our enemies probably don't know this place any better than we do. If we proceed carefully and deliberately, we should be cool. Oh. What's wrong, Estelle? Did I say something bad? Carefully and deliberately? I remember Shiro always telling me the same thing. Whoops, my dark, horrible past is exposed. Yeah, that's something Shiro used to tell me a lot. She was my mentor for a while when I was still a newbie, you see? And well, I was kind of a super scatterbrain. I heard that line so much, though, it eventually got burned into my skull. Yeah, I've got a pretty good idea of what you mean. Joshua was just as fond of that saying as Shiro was. But neither of them are here now, huh? It's just us. Yeah, it's all on us. Let's go analyze. Carefully and deliberately, right? Maybe even deliberately and carefully. I love these two already. And their dynamic. Power on. Just touching every switch we see. Treasure chest. Tier bomb. You know the chest is empty, but it has served you well. Instead of opening it, you give it a gentle pat on the head. I will do that, dear treasure chest man. Okay, it looks like this should work. This game already feels a little bit more polished than the first game. I don't know what it is. Holy shit. Latier, please, Estelle. I cannot group you into this. Whatever, 8 leaf blitz. Healer's bow. I'm actually glad I unlocked the skill. Okay, arts. What do we do with Estelle? What are these weak to? They are weak to fire and water. And these are weak to earth. Do I have all of these? I don't think so, right? I have like Aqua Bleed for these. And Annalise has fire and wind. But this one should be enough if I just attack it. The music is sick. Why is the music so good? Is this a regular battle theme? Or is this a boss theme? Alright. I think we're doing pretty well. I think Annalise and Estelle have this covered. There we go.
Cool.
Alright. I'm going to treat this game mostly like I did the first game, really. When it comes to grinding, I don't expect to grind at all in this game. If I just get most of the Orbments, I should be able to usually make a build that will last me for this entirety. Oh my god, it's dark in here. I know what's going to happen. I already know what's going to happen. Oh. I obviously didn't know what was going to happen. Night goggles. Goggles that allow sight in darkness. The lenses have a special coating that enhances incoming light. There's this great story I want to Estelle you sometime. Tell you. That's actually a really bad, horrible pun. Ooh, new effects. I kinda like it. Okay, there's an enemy here. There's one more enemy here. They did crank up most of it to 11 in this game. There you go.
Where am I?
Repeat charge. You can save the world, but you can't remember whether you've looted a chest or not. You know, that chest is actually kind of spitting. I actually don't want to attack with Estelle because she doesn't have the means to attack. Let's heal us both up real quick. Nice. One thing that I notice is that seems like our status effects persist outside of battle. Which wasn't a thing, I think, for the first game. Help me remember, but I think that wasn't a thing for the first game. I think the status effects went away. Wow, that was close.
Oh yeah!
Okay. Cures poison, cures KO. Don't have anything to really heal that, huh? Except... Oh... Yeah, I'm dumb. It's not the status effects, it's the night vision goggles that does this. Estelle is literally... Estelle is blind in this battle because she doesn't have the night vision goggles on. Okay. I get what the game is putting down. Sometimes I'm also clever. Sometimes. Huh. ID unit. What's this? It seems like some kind of device. Also looks kind of like an Orbment switch. Well, probably good to take it with us, right? This place is a training facility, so it might be used to open trap areas or something. Yeah, good point. Even just getting there, there's a lot of gates. Pitch black rooms and stuff, so... Well, they're always saying to be prepared, right? Anyway, let's get going. Yeah. You've obtained a usable event item. Throughout the story, you'll run into certain story events that will require using one of these in order to proceed. To take advantage of usable event items, open the Items tab in the Camp menu. And directly select the one you'd like to use. This is the 56th chest you've opened. Congrats. Nah, just kidding. I'm not even counting. God damn it, of this game. Alright. Alright. We're here. The door appears to have a lock mechanism, but there's no obvious lever. Hey, Analyze, do you think this device might be? Yeah, looks like it's a machine to control the door's lock. If we use it, the door should open. But how do you use that darn thing? I don't see a lever or anything. Maybe there's something to open it somewhere. Why don't we go back and... Hey, that's right. You think of something? Remember that device we picked up? Near the stairs? Ah, that weird piece of junk? Yep, maybe we should try it out. Come on, what do you say? Well, I don't mind trying, but I don't know if it'll be that easy. To take advantage of a usable event items, open the Items tab in the Camp menu and directly select the one you'd like to use. Items. There it is. Use. Activated ID unit. Whoa. It really opens. Hee, justice prevails. Alright, let's keep our eyes peeled and carry on. Yeah. We found very little defense from the bad guys here. Alright. Meh. Finally made your way here, did ya, you freaking brats? You... So you finally show your face. Welcome to the newest outpost of the Jaegers in the Lemon States, kidlets. Did ya have fun with those great traps we left for ya? Yeah, barrel of laughs, thanks for that. More to the point, I'm guessing you're keeping Kurt and Phyllis behind that door, right? How about you let them go before I pry off that mask and paint your face with my sword? Hahaha, chirp all you want, little chicks. You've come so far, not even realizing this would be your grave. How sad. How very like a bracer. Isn't that our line? I have no idea what you guys are trying to accomplish here, but you really backed yourselves into a corner. The heck do you? Yeah. Guild reinforcements are gonna be here soon. Once they get here, you're out of luck. Try again, girlies. We smashed your phone. Just how did you make contact with any reinforcements without that? Well... Oh crap, I need to pull out a really good bluff. Smoke signals. Don't need to contact. Trainees coming. Smoke signals? We contacted the base of the mountain with the smoke signals. It's not like we were completely unprepared for an emergency, you know. Estelle? What a cute... Fuck, I fucked it up. What a cute little lie, girly. It's funny. I was on the roof a little while ago, so I didn't see any smoke at all. I guess that was a bad... Either way, you brats are an eyesore. God damn it, I fucked it up. It's my first playthrough. The best use for your skins will be as cleaning racks for our new base. Die. Alright, bring it on, you monster. We won't lose. For the guilds. Yeah, it's my first playthrough. I definitely will make mistakes. 8-leaf blitz. The problem is I can't get out of my S-Craft. I actually just realized as I was hitting the S-Craft that I probably should use the technique to boost it by 50%. You know. 1, 2, 3. God. They even count in German. What the fuck? But I guess the Jaegers are actually meant to come from the Empire, from the Erebonian Empire. I guess. That makes sense. That they would count in German. Okay. I'm going to heal myself. Then I'm going to cut myself into barrage this guy. He has 8k. This is hardcore. Actually missed. Alright, Estelle. I think it's time we hit him with Dark Matter. Alright. The problem is he is always so far away. I'm just going to use Firebolts on Annalise for now. It's not immediately going to kill it. Try and keep up with this. Strength up and speed up. That's not great. You know what? I'm going to use Sylvan Wing. Okay, he went for Estelle. Let's not fall behind on those heals. That usually leads to disaster. I can barely reach him. And I'm going to take an EP charge on Estelle before she runs out of EP. Okay, if I use Tear, it should be fine. So far, everything about the battles in this game has felt like a continuation of the previous battle system, but just better in almost every way. Good that I'm casting an art right now. Or maybe it's just that I've gotten better at these battles. That might be it. We're actually good as long as Estelle can keep this up. And it seems like he is completely focused on Estelle right now. Which seems good. Clock up on yourself, Estelle. Might be a good idea. Okay, he's going after... Oh my god, how far did he send her back? Okay, Annalise, move in. Estelle. I'm going to heal Annalise because Estelle is currently on speed up. So she should be able to take care of herself. Oh my god! It sends her back so much. You know what? We're going to circle him in. Okay. There we go. Let's boost our strength. And then Annalise can use... She can just attack. And then we're going to do a barrage with Estelle. That was a big move. Alright. Alright, Estelle. Heal up. I'm just getting started. Oh, he's healing. I hated March. She's so blue. You know what? I can use one dark matter. You're never out of my range. Holy! That did a lot more damage than I thought it would. Yeah, he's healing up again. Okay, Estelle needs to heal quickly because that did 1200 damage. That move. Alright. Oh, that was a tough one. Oh. We won. But the way he fights... Yeah, you noticed it too, Estelle. It's like... you guys sure are good at being tricked. Haha, man, you guys were great. What a beatdown. Oh, crap. More enemies? Haha, no. Come on, I'm not even changing my voice anymore. Don't tell me you can't figure it out. That voice, girly yet tough. No way. Karna? Bingo. I knew it. Annalise, Estelle, it's really been a while, hasn't it? A while, yeah, but what are you doing in a Jäger suit? Wait, that mean the guy over there is... Grant? All in one. Hey, you two, great work. Great work? Wait, do you mean this was all... And at last, comprehension dawns. Estelle, Annalise, excellent work on your final training course. Final training? So, everything since last night's attack has been a performance? Exactly. This is a long-standing local tradition. The idea is to put trainees in a life-threatening situation in order to see how well they utilize their newly learned skills. Are you freaking kidding me? When Kurt told us your finals were coming up, we rode our butts out here from Libel to help out. It was a lot of fun. Fun? Oh. You guys are all the worst. Seriously. We really thought it was hitting the fan. We were out of our minds with worry. Well, that was the point, in fact. And just so you're aware, real Jägers would not have been half as gentle. Well... I know it's hard for you two to imagine, since the Jägers are barred from operating in Libel, but... Across the rest of the continent, bracers and Jägers are at each other's throats almost constantly. So most bracers have to be prepared to fight in life-threatening situations at any moment. We want to make sure the Libelian newbies get a chance to experience that. I know it seems rough, but we're not being mean just for cruelty's sake. Ugh, that's no fair. How am I supposed to go on a good complaining jack after hearing something like that? Yeah, no fair. Well, it looks like you're finally done beating the stuff out of one another. Ah, Phyllis. Phyllis was in conspiracy too? Aw, can't trust any of you. No, conspiracy's a bit much. They said they needed me for your test, so I worked hard to remember my lines. I made a perfect, tragic lodgekeeper heroine, if you ask me. Yeah, we were totally fooled last night. Ha, excellent work, you two. And here's the last, little liar. You were all in on it, so I'm guessing the telephone. Yeah, there was an old piece of junk I laying around. God damn it. I kept the real phone somewhere safe. I've already remounted it, so no worries. Actually, I was supposed to be a hostage myself and not show up today, but, well... I really wanted to see you use the new Orbments. Man, you guys seriously covered every angle. I guess it's our fault for getting tricked, huh? As much as I hate to admit it, yeah. If you think about it rationally, a lot of stuff didn't make any sense. It just shows how far we have to go, I guess. Don't be too hard on yourselves. As Kana and Grant said, the point of this exercise was to give you a life-threatening experience to work through with your skills. In that sense, the exercise has been a runaway success. Now then, Annalise. Annalise Elfeed. Yes? Estelle Bride. Yes, sir. As of this moment, you've completed the local training program. You've learned a great deal over the past month. So then, tomorrow we're... 2 tickets on the next flight to Libel have been already arranged for you. Nothing more will happen tonight, I promise. So rest easy. Terrific! Well then, tonight we congratulate our new graduates and stuff them properly at a nice big farewell party. Nice! Meanwhile, Libel Kingdom, location unknown. Oh, what a lovely little hideaway. The professor's taste remains excellent as always. You're late, Campanella. Why, Mr. Blade Lord? Hello, it's been so very long. The last 6 months were dreadfully dreary without you. I doubt you mean that. I understand you handled the attacks on those bracer guilds in Erebonia. You must have enjoyed playing with Cassius, Bride. Aw, you heard about that already? There goes half my fun. But, oh yes, the man was incredible. There's no way he could have known about me, and yet he always managed to put together a proper counter to everything I did. As a result, I broke one of our Jäger Corps, I'm afraid. You broke, Chester, huh? I did train them to some degree, but normal men do have their limits. I suppose throwing them up against the Divine Blade was too much to ask of such men. But hey, I managed to keep him tied up until a little sabotage mission was completed. So all's well that ends well. Ooh, wait, I'm sorry. You were looking forward to having fun with him yourself, weren't you? A little. But the blade has been bound by the chains of duty. There's no longer any hope of stopping us through official means. He's no longer a threat. Looks like the professor's plan succeeded brilliantly. The other members are already in Libel, then. Yes, we all conferred for the first time yesterday. Blue Blanc? This man's name is Löwe. Blue Blanc has apparently been here for a while, however. The Phantom Thief, Direwolf, the Bewitching Bell, and the Angel of Slaughter. Holy fuck. Those are some names. I swear to God. All of them powerful, and not a normal one in the lot. Mind you, you're not exactly one to be talking on that score, Ooh, speaking of hopelessly crazy, what about him? Is he still playing hard to get? Haha, this is going to be so much fun. Out of all the enforcers, he's the finest undercover operative we have. Well, had. I wonder how long he can evade the sight of the Blade Lord and the Faceless. In his heart, he abandoned society years ago, with all that entails. I doubt he'll be able to pose any real threat. No, I'm not so sure of that. Hello, Campanella. Good of you to come all this way. You have my sincere thanks for your excellent work in delaying Cassius' bride. Haha, it was no trouble. It was a fun bit of work, in fact. Speaking of fun, though, I must say I've taken a look at your plan. It seems like you're preparing to have quite a lot of fun. Well, well, such praise from the fool. I'm flattered. I think you'll find it to be even more enjoyable in practice. Honestly, I did not see it coming that he was evil at all. We were running into him relatively often, I guess. But we were running into so many people throughout the adventure. I did not see him being completely evil. Compounding your delights will be the fact that everyone participating is pursuing their own individual goals as well. Because he also seemed like he was an archaeologist of some sorts, you know? And he had those connections. Myself included, of course. Even our fine silver-haired friend here has his own plans in mind. I won't deny it. I'll kindly ask you not to imply anything about my loyalty, however. No, it was simply a jest, nothing more. Ooh, I see. There's more than meets the eye here. I do so love such games. Well, either way, your bad taste is a special kind of artistry to it, Professor. As for me, I'm going to make sure I enjoy myself. Come now, bad taste, you wound me. Regardless, you're free to watch the plan unfold to your heart's content. You are, after all, a representative of the Grandmaster. Ooh, I intend to. And so, Enforcer number 0, Campanella the Fool enters the audience. Well, wise men, I shall enjoy watching the Anguis Gospel plan unfold to the very end. Honestly, having actual bad guys, Erebonia Empire, 120 cells from the border. But having actual bad guys that we have to actually engage with, it's actually a really good thing, you know, because that was kind of what was missing last time. Like, Richard came out of left field in like the last third of the game, really. Why do they call him Black-Haired Boy? We know this is Joshua. Karen. Karen, I'm home. Hey! Joshua, where did you go? Whew, good, here you are. Sheesh, don't freak me out like that, running off on your own. Why did you follow me? I told you, I have personal business here, and you did not need to come. Oh, thanks, real cute with the gratitude here. And after I ran out here to look for you... Yeah, plus being all, hey, mind your own business, that's like asking us to follow you. Don't quite get the interest though. Nothing but burned out shells and ruins here. Place looks old too. We lived up in the northern march a few years back, but I never heard anything about a town in the south burning to the ground. Bit of a shock, this. What was this village called, lad? Hummel. That's what it was called once. Hummel? Never heard of it. Kyle, you ever heard of it? Doesn't ring any bells, I'm afraid. You got anything done? Hang up a second. The Imperial government might have said something about Hummel way back when. No, been too long. Can't remember what it was about. Joshua was talking about it last time. Right? Who did he say it to? I think Wait a second, it wasn't Joshua. It was Lawrence, right? I think it was Lawrence that said that the Queen cannot undo the tragedy of Hamel, right? If I remember correctly, it was Lawrence. No, been too long. Can't remember what it was about. Real help, bro. Thanks. My business here is done. I thank you for coming out here, even though it doesn't really concern you. Well, it's no big, but mind if I ask something? You're acting way differently than the first time we met. You aren't leading us on or anything, are you? That's a little ironic, coming from you. As I seem to recall, you were putting on quite the performance when we first met. What I used to do was not really all that different. What? So what is the real you or something? The real me. If you want to think of it that way, you can. The point is, I'm hardly a bracer any longer. And I'm certainly not the young junior bracer you remember. We're obviously missing some details, but I can respect the fact that you have your own reasons for doing what you do. Besides, you seem a bit easier to trust now, what with being more honest in a way. Not quite like before, when you were wearing a sheepskin, I guess you'd call it. Besides, we owe you for saving us from the Royal Army. We'll let your little insolences slide for now. You hardly need to let anything slide. I saved you because I require some useful pawns. All I need is for you to work enough to pay that debt back. You really have a thing for getting the last word in, do you? Well, it doesn't matter to us. Your plan is exactly what we needed anyway. We'll be making plenty of use of you, too, Mr. Chessmaster. As you wish. Simply remaining in my company puts you in a great deal of danger. I will support you the best of my ability through what is to come. To the best of... ungrateful, unreliable, and uncute. And to think I thought, even for a second... shut it. Just drop it already. Okay. Josette, calm down. The point is we're allies until we all achieve our goals. We'll be counting on you, Joshua. Yes. As am I, with you. Well, shall we head out? Yes, let's return. To the land being swallowed by the creeping shadow. To Libel. Holy fuck. I didn't think Joshua would be with these guys. So yeah, this was about a 5-hour prologue. As is customary with Trails games. This was a 5-hour prologue. Nice. Sealed area. Oh god, what voice did I give him? Ideas! That was one heck of a trip. If it's much further, I think my legs are gonna pop up. Well, you can relax now. This is the lowest floor of the sealed area. Wait, really? Ah, thank the goddess. If you told me we were only halfway down, I think I'd be floating off to meet her right about now. Really, Father Kevin, you're being a little too humble. I can tell you're extremely well trained for a priest. If you were not, I doubt you could do the job you do. Ah, Kazing! Read like a book, a children's book at that. I need to learn to love Father Kevin. Because I know he's all about in the third game. All about it. He's like in the cover art and everything. For the third game. Well, it's no big if you figure it out. We're close to the von Auslese family anyway. Oh, speaking of my job, the thing that the mayor of Ruan had. Ah, the Kronos Rod. In accordance with our pact, it's being kept safely secured using the prescribed methods. We can hand it off to you whenever you wish. Perfect, perfect, thanks. So anyway, the thing we discussed earlier, mind showing it to me? It's down here, right? Yes, follow me. Also, I think he's a really good guy. I've rewatched the cutscene where he stays with Estelle, and honestly, he seems like a really, really good religious person. Here's the thing. It seems like in this game, the religion is this time not evil. Really, it seems that way. Because, like, Father Kevin was really using a lot of, like, techniques, you know, to help Estelle out in what she was going through. In a way that, back in the day, religious persons used to do. Nowadays, I have a lot of strong opinions on religion. Especially on the modern church, the way it is, the way it operates. But yeah, that's what they used to do, you know, helping out people, like especially in grieving situations and stuff. It's really well written in that regard. Well, now, when you look at this, I imagine even a church will have difficulty deciding what to do with this. Yes. It seems that way, at least. It could still be that at the end of the day, the church is evil and we're going to fight church people and whatever, but, you know. It seems like they have at least, like, they're at least positive influence so far. This sort of artifact isn't so much big as it is gargantuan. You mind if I take a closer look? As you like, the queen has given her permission. Please, if you understand any of this, share your thoughts. So, this is the Ring Guardian that was in the report, huh? It's kind of similar to the archaism excavated in Calvert, but I wish I could have seen it moving. And this, this thing's an artifact from the last years of the ancient Simurian civilization, which makes this at least 1200 years old. It's clearly the core of the structure, but there's no clear indication as to what it actually does. Analysis of artifacts seems to be impossible with modern tools. They work on the same principle and energy as an Orbment, but their internal structure is entirely different from an Orbment's. That's what Professor Russell told us, at least. The church refers to these as gifts from the goddess given too early. And over here is... So, just after the Black Orbment you called the Gospel was used, all the giant pillars that were in here were set into the floor. Yes, all 4 pillars set into the floor, like this one. Even 2 months later, we're not even sure what it means, if anything. Okay, so a seal on the aureole, a gospel, was used. And then the device in here spoke of device towers and second barrier. I think I'm starting to see what kind of a system is at work here. System? What system? There's nothing else here. Ah well, call it a gut instinct at this point, but I think this was some sort of gate. Gate? Bingo! Call it a gate on the trail that leads to the goddess treasure. You mean trails? Trails in the sky? Title drop? God damn it. And the thing that opens it is a black key called the Gospel. If you think about it like that, the Oriole being AWOL makes a lot more sense. But where is this trail of yours then? This is the lowest floor. According to the professor, the ruins extend no further. Ah, think a little less literally. It's not a trail you see with your eyes, or normally walk. It could be the septium veins that run through the earth. Or maybe it's some route we can't even imagine. But that's where we'll find a clue that will lead to the Oriole. Chapter 1, Sneaking Shadows. I'm so excited to play more of this, honestly. And to find out stuff too. You know? Hello, Annalise and Estelle. Phew. Being on an airship for over half a day is a kind of tiring, right? I know to stretch your legs, though. Let's go report the completion of our training and duty readiness. Estelle, hello? Oh yeah. You're right, we should go say hi to Elnan. Hey, are you... Estelle, you've got a case of the nerves, don't ya? Yeah, I do. I don't know why either. I didn't feel this way at all before I went into training, but now... Somehow thinking that I'm really going to be a full bracer now is making me really, really antsy. I get it. You're trembling with excitement, I bet. Excitement, huh? You've grown way, way stronger over this past month, Estelle. And not just in, like, the whacking stuff with the stick department. You're more knowledgeable, careful, and you make better judgments. And now you're about to start hunting down the mystery creepos who want to doom us all, or whatever, and you're gonna bring Joshua back. I bet that's all only just sinking in for you now. Yeah, when you put it that way, that is how I'm feeling. Ugh, I'm such a dimwit. I'm like the mountain climber who didn't even bother looking up at how big the mountain before her is. Having second thoughts about climbing it. No way. If anything, I'm even more fired up now than I used to be. No matter how big a mountain is, you can only climb it one step at a time anyway. Even if I have to crawl, I'll reach the top no matter what. Hehe, that's more like it. Okay, we're gonna head over to the guild. Let's go. I see, the both of you have done well. Well then, here's a reward based on your performance during training. Huh? We get paid for training? Not that I'll complain, but are you sure? Naturally, it is part of your job after all. It won't be a problem so long as you put your new skills to good use for the guild. Right, I'll do my best. Senior Bracer G rank. Receive payment for general training. Current rank is Bracer G class. It seems like you two had quite a fulfilling training period. You even carry yourselves differently. It was. I learned a lot. If I ever get the chance, I'd love to go again. I'm glad to hear it. Speaking of which, Kurt and the others remained at the underground, at the training grounds, correct? Yeah, Connor and Grant are doing some expert level stuff, I think. They say they won't be back for a while. I think I get what Elnan is poking at though. The guild's down 3 full skilled bracers now. We're gonna be really busy from now on. And on top of that, Cassius is still devoting all his time to the military, right? Oh yeah. If I remember right, he's currently working out in the Eastern Fortress. Cassius, Brigadier General Bright, has been welcomed back into the army and is now the head of military command. He's essentially the head of Her Majesty's Royal Army at this point. What? He's the head of the army now? I thought General Morgan had that position. As I understand it, that was the original idea, but Morgan himself proposed giving Cassius full reign. He seems to be entrusting the future of the army to your father, Estelle. The future? Entrusted to Dad? Well, we're doomed then. Well, I can see Cassius being given that much responsibility, you know. That's gonna mean we're down our S-rank hero too, though. I think it's safe to say we'll have plenty of support from the military from now on. However, at the same time, we have new threats to concern ourselves with. Huh? Right, you mean the society? Did they start to do stuff while we were away? No, they've done nothing. Obvious. But that is admittedly how they work. What has happened are several strange occurrences over the past month. One example would be the changes in the wild beasts and monsters in the various regions. The monsters have changed? Do you mind defining change, Elnan? I hope it isn't what I think it is. To start with, heretofore undocumented type of monsters are showing up all across the country. Even the existing monsters have become far more vicious and powerful. Travel has become significantly more dangerous. No one has been able to put forward an explanation as to why this is happening. So every beastie out there is nastier just cause? Oh man. It's definitely the society's doing. They're trying to turn us all into monster kibble. Calm yourself, Annalise. We still don't have enough evidence to be certain of anything. We do know one thing though. Things definitely began happening after the Queen's birthday celebrations. That we know for certain. The first reports came in practically the day after. Oh crap. Don't look so glum. We've actually been formulating a response of sorts. And I'd very much like for the two of you to be a part of it. Response? You two are here already? I wanted to meet you at the port. Shira? And a gate too. This is a surprise. Welcome back, you two. It's good to see you. You two got back sooner than I thought. I'm really happy to see you, Shira. And the gate, hi. It's been a while, huh? Yeah, I think the last time we saw each other was during the Queen's birthday shindig. The old man told me about Joshua, you know. I'd heard you were pretty broken up over it, but you seem back on your feet already, yeah? Yeah, mostly. More to the point though, why are you two together? Good question, I should get a camera. This is like seeing a king penguin. Oh really, it isn't that rare, you two. Gotta admit, we don't work together that often, Sherazard. Actually, Sherazard and the Gate are here to begin a special mission. Here's the thing that I thought about. If Kevin is literally like a scholar from the church on some of these mechanisms that have been going on here, especially on the artifacts, it seems only natural that he would be like all over chapter 3, right? I asked him to come here today for a specific reason. A mission? Indeed, they will be tasked with investigating the Society of Ouroboros. What? Wait, like chasing down their agents and stuff? Isn't that dangerous? I wish it was that exciting. Investigating might be a little too specific, though. We're barely even certain the society exists at this point, you realize, despite what Cassius says. We're gonna be wandering all across Libel, keeping an eye out for anything resembling a secret society bent on world domination. This is probably not gonna be the most exciting job ever, is the point. Oh, I get it. I guess groping around in the dark is the best we can do right now, huh? So I'm guessing you want us to tag along. Yes, I'd like to assign the two of you to assist Sherazard and the Gate. The plan is to have Shira and the Gate investigate different areas separately. I would like for them to have a partner though, just in case the society really is as dangerous as we think it is. Okay, so one of us helps Shira, and the other helps the Gate. Exactly. Are you willing to assist? You bet we are. I was going to go looking for the society on my own anyway, so this is perfect. I want to help too. There's no way I can just sit around when there's suspicious stuff going on. Thank you. I'm glad we have the help. Well then, the one remaining hurdle would be a team formation. I'd be fine with either of you, really. We all know each other, basically. Okay. You two figure out how it'll work out best. Of course you have to push the decision onto us. What do you think, Annalise? How should we do this? Well, this might be kinda irresponsible of me. But I think it might be best if you decide, Estelle. What? You've only been a full bracer for a little while, right? You probably haven't found your style as a bracer yet. So how about using this as a chance to see what kind of bracer you want to be? Annalise. Well, look at you, Annalise. When did you learn to talk like a professional? Leave it to me. Either way, girl's got her points. Shira and I are the same rank, but the ways we fight are way different. I barely use arts, except for support once in a while. I focus more on cutting things down with my sword. And I emphasize speed, the range of my whip, and orbital arts. You can't really go wrong with either of us, I think. Keep in mind that being a bracer involves much more than just fighting, though. Think hard and choose a partner you think matches you best. Well then, I'll... Oh god, if you say this is a long-term decision, is this a permanent one? Or do we get to go around with both of them? Because I'm leaning Shira, but the thing she said with orbital arts and stuff means... Like, here's the thing. The thing she said about orbital arts makes me think that it's better with a Gate. Because, like, I have the... I have, like, the training, you know? And Estelle uses orbital arts a lot already. Estelle is already more of an orbital arts user. So it would be, like, in fighting, it would be better if we paired with Gates. But I just like Shira as a character better. So I'm leaning towards Shira. It probably doesn't matter in combat too much. But yeah, I just like Shira a lot better as a character. I think I'm going to pick Shira. I thought so. Well then, we'll work together. I'll be expecting great things from our newest Fall Bracer, mind. Ugh, I think I made a mistake. So that means I'll go with the Gate. They are both not great role models, by the way. I'll do my best, I promise. I'll be counting on you. Anyway, now that that's sorted. The next step is figuring out how we're going to wander the country looking for shadows. Any thoughts, Elnan? Possibly. I would suggest beginning by going to help the regions with the busiest branches. In fact, I just received pleas for aid from the Ruan and Bose branches today. Rather desperate sounding ones at that. That makes some sense with both Grant and Karna being away. Anyways, you're familiar with Bose, right? Well, duh, I'm a Bose kid after all. We'll handle the junk at the Bose branch then. I've got some business up that way anyhow. That's right, your hometown is Revenue Village. Need to make a quick trip home. Something like that. We'll head to the Ruin branch then. Is that alright with you, Estelle? Of course. Man, I wonder how everyone in Ruin is doing. I'll contact the branches ahead of your arrival. Be careful, everyone. Right then, we'll head out ahead of you two. Yo, Estelle. What? There'll be times when you gotta put your foot down. Be stubborn and push yourself, but remember, you're a woman too. You can rely on others and admit your weaknesses. What? What the hell? Are you making fun of me because I'm a girl? No, that ain't it. Damn it, I'm bad at this. Look. Men are big, dumb oafs who are too friggin' stubborn to ask for help for their own good 95% of the time. Me, your old man, Joshua, we're all like that. Society kinda expects it, you know? We're all stubborn idiots, for better or worse. You can't change that no matter what you do. My point is, there's no reason for you, a woman, to get stuck thinking like that. Don't forget to ask others for help when you need it. Got a lot of friends out there. Make use of them. Agate, I'll remember that. Thanks. Oh-ho, showing off your soft side for once, Agate. I'll give an A for effort at least. Yeah, hold the presses. I need to get my jaw off the floor. Even Agate can be nice to girls, sorta. Ideas does grant miracles. The heck's that supposed to mean? It's a joke, really. Guess this is goodbye for now, Estelle. Annalise, thanks for going with me on training. Shira asked you to come along with me, right? I've been found like a pie thief in the night. Shira said having someone who didn't know Joshua too well around would help you sort out your feelings. So yeah, she asked me. Haha, I thought so. What the? Don't tell her everything. Hey, what's wrong with being upfront at this point, right? But the real truth is, it wasn't just that. I did want to train myself too. And I really do think I learned a lot by training with you, Estelle. So I've gotta say it too. Thank you. Annalise. Okay, deep breaths. I know you might think I'm weird for saying this, but... Huh? I, like to think we're already friends, but well... I'd like it if you and me, Estelle, if we became something more... What? What? Are you saying what I think you're saying? No, don't try to stop me, Shira. I'm serious, I'm absolutely sure about this. Serious? Oh my. Really? Right here in public? You have got to be freaking kidding me. Well, no, I'm a couple years older than you, Estelle. But we've totally spent about the same amount of time in the guild. And you know what? Age doesn't matter when it comes to something like this. So what do you think? I mean, I'm really happy and I think my heart is racing out of my chest, but this is kind of a surprise, to say the least. God damn it. Besides, there's Joshua and there's some kind of issues on a couple fronts, or more than a couple, or rather... I don't, Joshua, what does he have to do with this? And what problems would there be on a couple of fronts if we became rivals? Rivals? God damn it. Yeah, we're about the same age, about equal in skill level. I thought it'd help us both to try and reach even higher, but you don't actually like the idea, do you? That's what you meant. Okay. As unpredictable as always, I see. Not quite the punchline I was expecting. Holy shit. I just really thought, you know, the game would go in a very different direction. Estelle would forget about Joshua and, yeah. Become a couple with Annalise. So, you know. I mean, that could be a different direction for the game, though. Punchline? Well, if that's what you meant. Alright then. I, Estelle Bright, hereby recognize you as my rival, Annalise Elfeed. Consider the gauntlet thrown. In your face, even. Sweet! Alright, step 1. A race to see which of us can reach a gate in Shira's level first. Bring it on, Swordbrain. I'll leave you eating my bracer point dust. Oh boy. I do believe we are in some amount of peril, my good Mr. Crowsnut. Seriously. Nothing scarier than a couple kids charging straight ahead. This is the final boarding call for the Cecilia bound for Roland. All passengers, please embark immediately. Hey, that's our cue. Alright then, see ya. Remember, you find anything, contact us through the guild. We'll do the same. Of course. See you, Annalise. Okay, stay safe. Yeah, good luck, Estelle. Let's see if we can get Estelle up to B rank. We probably already screwed up a bit. Okay then. Should we finish a check-in and wait for the next Ruan-bound flight? Yes, the ship is bound for you. The ship bound for Ruan should be arriving soon. We could also do some shopping here in the capital, though. It's your first time back in a month, after all. No, that's fine. I can get what I need in Ruan. Let's finish checking in. Alright. The ticket should be available in the lobby of the landing port company building. Let's go. Well, we are here with Shira. She also has a new combat orbment. Ooh, the blue one is actually quite long. Seems like we can stock up powerful odds with her. You take care while I'm away. Mama, see you later. Grandpa, I want to ride that airship over there. That's the Queen's airship, sweetie. I mean, I kind of want to ride it too. If we ride the next airship, when will we arrive in size, I wonder? This is my first time riding in an airship alone. What? I'm not nervous. Nope, not me. Oh, decide you want to do some shopping in town after all? No, I'm good. Let's go to the waiting area over there for our tickets. God damn it. They're not going to let me explore Grand Soul yet. This is the airship company's headquarters, right? It's a nice looking building. Huh? What's... Really, this is why I can't stand the pompous imperial nobility. And I thought there were limits to how unpleasant a single person can be. Ha, you took the words right from my mouth. Tell me, why does the Republic even care about the engine provision deal? I did not think Libel's internal politics were your plaything. It's a matter of national, no international security, of course. It's only been a decade since Erebonia attempted to annex this innocent little country. It is absolutely unacceptable for a half-barbaric nation like yours to lay their hands on such cutting-edge technology. The Republic is a long-standing friend of Libel. We won't stand back and allow something that will threaten its interests. Long-standing friend? Some friends you are. You didn't send them so much as a soldier in the war. You're just pretending to be allies when it suits you, while standing back and doing nothing when it doesn't. What did you just... My Lord Ambassador Krayna? May I suggest we leave the matter here? We do not wish to bother the other customers. But Mola, well... Ambassador Cochrane, may I ask that you back down as well? This is a debate that could be handled just as well through the embassies. Very well. I can't say I like hearing that from a member of the Imperial military. Still far better than hearing it from that pompous and gluttonous member of the nobility, I suppose. What did you... Well, gentlemen, if you pardon me. Well, this does seem petty, but that's actual real-world politics. That insufferable she-wolf. This is why commoners with no history or tradition are... My lord. Yes, yes. I shall return to the embassy. Trust I can leave the other matter in your hands. As you will, my lord. Hiya. Ah, Estelle, yes. It's been some time since the martial arts competition, I believe. I'm glad you remember. That was one heck of an argument just now, though. Who were those two and why are they going at each other like a cat and dog? That man was the ambassador of the Erebonian Empire to Libel, Lord Davil Krayna. The woman would be the ambassador from the Republic of Calvert, Elsa Cochrane. They head up their respective embassies here in the capital. Oh, I see. So those are the great ambassadors, How do a pair of whiny children like those two manage diplomatic negotiations, I wonder? Shira. I wish I could disagree, honestly. To say that the Empire and the Republic have always been on bad terms would be an understatement at the best of times. And on top of that, those two are like oil and water on a personal level. Well, no, the fact that they break into an argument every time they meet shows how similar they are in some ways. I guess I can see that. Though maybe it's cause I walked into the middle of the conversation, but I couldn't understand like half of that. Something about engine provision and Libel's internal politics. Sorry, I guess I shouldn't ask. No, I don't mind. It's not really a secret anyway. The engine in question is actually the latest from our own central factory. Once the design is finalized, sample units are to be provided by your airship company to the Empire and Republic both, but we bumped into Ambassador Cochrane when we came to finalize the deals of the deal. Oh, I get it. Why the big argument about an engine then? The capabilities of an orbital engine directly determine how powerful a ship in question is. Since such an engine can be installed on a military ship, I can see why they'd argue. Now I get it. It'd be a real mess if that engine let the Imperial Army get all powered up. Well, I mean... Not at all, it's true. Normally sharing such an advanced technology with other countries so freely would be unthinkable, but this is part of your Queen's plan. Rather than monopolizing a technological edge, she wishes to provide it to other countries to promote multinational peace. At least that's her plan as I understand it. I get it, she did mention something like that a while ago, now that I think about it. pretty incredible that the queen is willing to try something like that. Like, it's not just an ideal, you know? It's something that could really change how people negotiate. Yes, you have a reason to be proud of your queen, I'd say. My apologies, but this conversation has gone on longer than I intended. You're here for air tickets, yes? I'll pardon myself here. Oh yeah. Say, Muller, about Olivier. Has he gone back to Ereboni already? What? You've not heard? I haven't really had a chance to see him since the Queen's birthday celebrations, actually. I felt kind of bad about that. Oh, don't worry, that half-wit is continuing to while away his days here in Libel. He said he was going to visit Elmo Springs, if I remember right. Okay then. How very like Olivier. Should he ever bother returning to the embassy like a responsible citizen, unlikely as that is, I'll let him know you were asking after him. I'll make sure he at least contacts you before he returns to the Empire. Thanks, Muller. Thank you, Sir Knight. I'm going to take a short break, around, I would say, 10 to 15 minutes, and then we'll return to the game. Lots and lots of text again. I'm probably thinking most people would go with Shira at this point, right? Shira just seems to be a more fun character to be around. But yeah, we'll probably go the same path, but there's probably a lot that is different, right? I'm actually glad that we're not doing 2 streams of Trails in the week anymore. Because I just got roped into it again, how wordy the game actually is. How much text there is to understand, you know, and to read. So it's actually good we only do once per week. Because 2 times a week was kind of pushing it. In terms of how much I need to talk, you know. Okay, let's go. Hardly, I should thank you for keeping that lunatic company. It's talking about Olivia. Now, if you'll excuse me. What a serious fellow for a friend of Olivia's. He's obviously an Imperial Army man, but I wonder what his story is. Muller's the resident military officer for the Emeribonian embassy, I think. I've only ever met him a few times myself. He's young, but he's got a strong, manly face. Very handsome. I'd love to share a bottle of wine or free with him sometime. Hey, let's avoid an international incident, okay? Oh, speaking of international disasters, did you meet up with Olivia after I left? Speaking of international disasters, that's a great line. I saw him a number of times in the capital. Come to think of it, he did invite me to the Alma Springs at one point, but I had to decline. What? You mean he invited you? Like, invited you? With him, it's impossible to tell. I was too busy this month to entertain the idea anyway. Normally, I'd have happily abused his wallet for my lodging costs and kept him up all night. Drinking, that is. Haha, oh, Olivia, I think you dodged a bullet, actually. Anyway, let's go get our tickets at the counter. Alcohol abuse, the game. Those 2 just now, they look really deadly serious. It seems like they had a fairly high rank too. I wonder who they were. Oh man, screaming and fighting in a place like this. How pathetic. I wish people could be more well-mannered. That was scary. Now I can buy my ticket. Those people just now were so pushy. I mean, it is a sample of the engine going into a high-speed cruiser or sail, but sheesh. I can understand them getting so worked up, but it's not finished yet. Welcome. Will you be using our national flights or international flights? 2 tickets bound for Ruan, please. Understood. Oh, pardon me, you're with the Bracer Guild, yes? Are you Estelle and Shirazard? Yes? I've already received payment from Elnan with the Capital Branch. Here are your tickets. It must be nice to be a Bracer, honestly. Just go to a ticket counter for a flight and just say, yeah, we're with the Bracer Guild and tickets are already paid. I see. So Elnan did. Very nice, Elnan. Thoughtful as always. Well then, please hand your tickets to the receptionist immediately outside the building. You can check in for your flight there. I think we've talked to everyone. Oh, there's some engineers here. The next arriving airship is Ticks me off. The Cecilia just left. Next is the Linde. The Linde! So this is the Estelle. What a lovely ship. We saw it flying. Just a bit longer. Just a bit longer. Once the new model engine's finished. I have a feeling this arms race is going to bite us in the back at one point. It definitely makes me think because, like, when we look at, do we have a full map here? It seems like, for example, the Republic of Calvad and the Erebonian Empire are so much bigger than Libel. It seems like Libel is like sandwiched between these two superpowers. From the way they were talking about it. And they're just like, yeah, maybe we get anywhere with diplomacy here. Because we are very technologically advanced. Hello and welcome. You will be flying with us today. If you are, you will need to check in and present your tickets. Once we've checked in, we should wait here for the ship to arrive. Are you ready to go? I don't know there's anything to do. Very well. Please sign these papers then. Ah, sure. Scratch. Estelle and the companion finished checking in. Thank you, everything is in order. Please wait in the harbor area for your next airship arrival. Okay. Well, shall we find a particularly comfy bench to hurry up and wait on? I wonder how different the dialogue is if you choose a gate here. You know? How different is it? I definitely think, well, we would have gone to Ruan with a gate too, right? So it's probably not that much different, we just have a different character with us. Ah, what a nice day. The tourists gotta be flooding the streets in Ruan if the weather's like this there. No doubt. Unfortunately, Ruan's pretty busy getting excited over something other than tourism. Other than tourism? What do you mean? The mayoral elections. They're only now gearing up to hold a special election for a new mayor after the last one was arrested. I understand there are 2 mayor candidates slugging it out for the seat. So, it's like an actual fight of an election? Neat. And thinking about it, I guess it is about time, huh? They can't just let the mayor's office sit empty. Speaking of the old mayor, weren't you and Joshua involved in bringing him to justice? Yeah, kind of. We got involved in an investigation which led us right to his doorstep. The one who really arrested him was Lieutenant Schwartz of the Royal Guard, though, after Chloe called her. Come on, you needn't be so humble. You were crucial in his arrest, I heard. You make your teacher proud, honey. But I see. So that's how you met the princess. I have been curious about the details of that. Yeah, Joshua and I helped out with the Janice School Festival. You know, I haven't seen Chloe since the birthday festival. Or Olivia, I guess, for better or for worse. And not just them. Tita too, and Zin. Sin returned to Calvert after the birthday celebrations. I believe a request came in from the Calvert National Guild office. He did say to give you his best. I see. If it's work, I guess. He helped us out a lot. I wish I could have said goodbye at least. You meet him again someday, I'm sure. Oh, as for Tito and Professor Russell, Cassius and I explained the situation to them after you left. Oh, I see. Thanks, Shira. It was adorable. Tito's such a nice, earnest girl. We told her everything, and then her eyes filled with tears as though she was just barely holding it in. She said, Estelle's working so hard, I can't just sit here and cry. She taught me that. Oh, Tita. Come on, Shira, you're going to make me cry here. Hehe, sorry. Really though, you met some amazing people over the course of your travels. Some really amazing friends. I hope you realize just how precious that is. Yeah, I do. Say, Shira, when we get to Ruan, do you think we could find time to go see everyone? Of course, we'll make some time. Speaking of time, we've still got some before we arrive. I think I'll launch these terrible creaky, also ancient bones of mine in my seats. Do you have any plans? I think I'll just look around the ship a bit. You can go on ahead. Alright then. Just don't get so carried away that you don't get off at Ruan, Estelle. Hey, don't get too close to the edge. What'll happen if you fall, eh? Wow, this is so cool. Hey, look, that tree is so tiny. Oh, such a pity. Thanks to the clouds, you can't even see the Saphel Tower from here. I'm a researcher with the History Museum. You know the towers, right? I'm here to inspect those. After Her Majesty's birthday celebration, there were sightings of odd phenomena around the tetracyclic towers. A little late, but better to investigate now than never, right? I always knew these towers were good for something, but we only visited, like, I think we only visited the first one, right? Pretty sure. The one in Roland. We never got to the other ones. I finished my duties at Gransel Cathedral, and I'm on my way home to Bose. I must confess though, all the time I've been away, I've been so worried I thought I'd go crazy. The ship isn't even going the right way, but I jumped on without thinking about it. Oh, did Sunday school end safely at least? Oh dear, oh dear. Ahem. To the right you can see Valeria Lake. Regrettably, it is cloudy at the moment, but you should be able to see the outline of the lake. Oh. Come to think of it, that group of bandits still hasn't been caught. No, they wouldn't attack us, would they? Oh really? Grandpa is such a worrywart. I don't know what to do with him. Sure, there were bandits, but according to the news, they don't even have a ship anymore. What are they gonna do? Flap their arms real hard and run us down with wishes? When I was young, the only way to get around was a long, hard trip on the roads. We really have it easy these days. And it's all thanks to Her Majesty. Ruan is in the middle of an election right now. The candidates, I believe, are the harbor manager and the owner of the local hotel. I wonder which will win. It seems so much more peaceful than last time. Huh? Excuse me, are you from the Bracer Guild, miss? I am, yeah. I thought so. I'm glad we could meet again. Do you remember me? I was one of the people you saved from the Sky Bandit when the Sky Bandits held us hostage. Oh, you were with the captain, right? That's right, I'm Claire. I manage the passenger cabin. Our entire crew owes you our lives and more. We're still here at our post because you managed to save us. You're welcome. The entire crew of the Linde back at work. Yes, everyone is working even harder than before. That's great. I'm glad everyone is able to get back to their lives. Forgive me for asking, Miss Bracer, but are you traveling for pleasure today or work? Unfortunately, it's always work. I'll probably end up riding airships a lot from now on. I hope you'll treat me well if I end up on the Linda again. Absolutely, I hope we get to serve you again. Sometimes he says, sometimes my foot. You've only just managed to find a job. I hear the casino in Ruan's finally finished its renovations. I left France as soon as I heard. Sometimes you just need to kick back and chill out, you know. God damn it. This guy. Oh, no way. I absolutely must make this next deal happen. I should look over. That's a good idea. I should return to my roots and do some plain old investigating. Looking over the foodstuffs of Manoria. If I'm going to get anything from this, I need to make a list and investigate it with a careful plan. That was the guy that wanted us to find, like, the mushroom, right? At the very beginning. And then we had a quest with his family where he went out and we had to rescue him. It's so interesting that we get to meet all of the characters we've met on the first, like, in the first chapter again. And just when I thought we'd get to rest in Bose for a bit, it's straight off to Zeiss. If the non-aggression pact with the Empire happens, our trade in Orbments is going to explode after all. The plan is to get to Zeiss now and secure some product in advance. I think that's one of the strengths of this game. Of the series, probably, if push comes to shove, you know. I don't know how far I'm going to get into the series, but it seems like this world feels very populated with different people, and we're going to meet those people every time, and they're going to do something differently every time. So this feels like a very connected game, you know. The people are actually connected in this. In these countries, you know, and they're like actual people, you know, just doing their stuff while this stuff is happening around them. So interesting, you know, because we've already met in this game a bunch of people we met from the first game, and we're probably going to meet as we travel again through Libel. We're going to meet those people again down the line, you know. And you know, if that happens with every game in the series, like with every country, that makes this actually a very, very connected continent in total. It's actually a pretty decent thing. Do you have some business on that? Wait a moment, you're that girl from before. Hi sir, I haven't seen you in a while. I saved you at the bandit hideout, right? Yes, I thought so. You must forgive me, I never had a chance to properly thank you. Allow me to offer my thanks on behalf of the entire crew. You're welcome, I was really just doing my job though. Still, it is kind of funny though. Taking a trip on the same airship I once helped rescue. Repairing the damage those dogs did took some time, but the Linda is as good as new now. I'm sure she's doing her best with you on board. Haha, looks like she heard us talking. With conditions like today's, we should arrive in Rouen in no time. Please enjoy the rest of your journey. Let us know if you need anything. I will, thanks sir. Maintain altitude. Keep throttle at 60%. Maintain heading until we reach the Rubin River. Glad the winds aren't too strong today. Be best not to stress the engine too much. Altitude okay, set throttle at 60%. Maintaining current heading until we cross Rubin River. Incidentally, miss, did you ever find your father? Oh yeah, he did come back eventually. He waited until the very last second to show up though. MC, I'm glad to hear it. Just between you and I was a bit worried. After all, he is the kind of man who would be willing to leap off a moving airship. Yeah, I guess. Cassius? I swear to God. This is the cargo room and no place for passengers. Watch that you don't hit your head wandering around. So yeah, I think the last place we haven't checked is up. Valyria Lake. Somewhere in that wide open lake, the legendary guardian of Valyria's waters lives. Someone hasn't changed a bit. Oh, I was wondering who it was. What the fuck did just come out of my mouth? Who it was. Hello, Estelle! Hi, Lloyd, I haven't seen you in forever. Looking to challenge the Lord King Mugwump Fish of Valyria Lake again? For now, no. I'm off to Ruan. I've heard there's a nice convenient spot right in the city limits. Wow, you sure are dedicated. It sounds fun, but I guess I'm not that into fishing. Oh really? That's a pity. You've got quite a talent for it, from what I saw at the Kingfisher Inn. I know, let me give you this. Huh? Fishing book. Progress rod. This is, it's a rod for beginners and a notebook for recording your fishing records. We, the members of the Fishermen's Guild, are dedicated to the expansion of the culture of fishing. We're always happy to provide promising rookies with the tools of the trade. Incidentally, are you bound for Ruan? Yeah, I am actually. Oh well then, you'll have a chance to swing that rod right away. There are all sorts of fishing spots in Ruan. Huh, I guess it would be a good chance. Now that you mention it, Ruan as a region is kind of full of waterside areas. As I mentioned, there's a point within the city itself too. You should go there first to practice. For now, as long as you enjoy it, that's enough. Yeah, thanks. I'll definitely give it a shot. I pray that you join our ranks someday. Well then, safe journeys to you. So next up is Ruan, huh? Speaking of Ruan, that whole thing with Mayor Dalmo being arrested was a real shocker. Seems like the whole town's still in an uproar over it, but it's not too surprising. This is my second time riding a passenger liner. The first time I rode one, we got attacked by bandits. Please let nothing happen this time, almighty Idios. Incredible, Libel never ceases to amaze me. Back home in Calvert, airships are still very rare. It was kind of a shock when I found out normal citizens use them so casually like this. Estelle, all done with your walk. We still have a bit of time before we land. Okay, I'm gonna walk around a bit more then. You're welcome to walk around, Estelle, but don't forget to get off at Ruan. There'll be a broadcast before we land, so make sure you get back to your seat. Yeah, I will. It was kind of a shock when I found out, yeah, okay. Normally when you think Ruan, you think of sea fishing, but there are other good fishing spots too. The Rubin River, the one that flows through the town, and ever-famous Airletten Waterfall are also great fishing spots. If you get the chance to visit them, you should definitely bring your rod. Thank you for flying with us today. We will be arriving in Ruan shortly. Please be aware that there may be turbulence while landing, so we ask all passengers take the seats. Whoops, I better get to my seat, god damn it. But yeah, honestly, talking like this for 3 hours is actually quite stressful. Oh, hey, welcome back. Boy, but I'm glad you guys are here. Kana's been away, so the board's covered with jobs. You guys have your work cut out for you. Get up and ready to go, I hope. Sending us out already? Oh, I think I can guess the reason for his eagerness. So, oh Taskmaster, I take it you have some urgent jobs for us? Surprisingly not, actually. We're snowed under the work in general, but none of it is particularly urgent. I mean, the election's being held under the eyes of the military anyway. The town's so busy boiling over from the election that the tourists have stayed away a bit. Whoa, the election's gotten that hot? Who's running? We haven't heard. Mr. Norman, who is a proponent of the tourism industry, and Mr. Portos, who wants to try and revive the harbors of shipping business. Remember, this is a big deal. The mayor of Ruan is also the governor of the entire region. People in Manoria and elsewhere are voting too. It's been a real media circus. This election is basically going to decide the future of Ruan. It's exciting. I get it now, that is big. Well, given that I'm underage and not a citizen of Ruan, I guess I can't vote. Gotta admit though, since oh god damn it, I accidentally pressed it again. Oh, then read the coverage from the Libel News. Their investigative articles are excellent. Investigation. Wait, that reminds me. There is actually a job I'd like for you to focus on. It isn't urgent, but it's something that needs looking into. Oh, what's up? Well, how do I put this? It's hard to explain. Maybe I shouldn't have. Gene? Unsure. Hold the presses. I think we're witnessing a miracle. Usually you'll happily pile the work on a bracer till they sink into the ground from the weight of it all. Aw, Shira, I'm not that bad. Come on. Well, alright, here it is. I want you to investigate ghost sightings. See, I knew you were gonna look at me like that. This is why I didn't want to bring it up. No, sorry, it's just a bit of, a surprise is all. So, what exactly do you mean by ghost sightings? Okay, so, it began about 2 weeks ago. We've been receiving reports that people had been seeing a white shadow at night. And not just in the city of Ruan, mind you. Reports have come in from all across the province. They saw a white shadow at night? Wait, you mean... Ah, so that's why you called it a ghost then. If it was just a prank or something, you wouldn't be hearing about it province-wide. Exactly, I'd have dismissed one sighting, but with all the reports we've gotten... While you're traveling around working on the other jobs, do you think you could follow up on a few of these reports? Well, you see... it'd be irresponsible of us to take such a job with so much else going on. Yeah, that's it. Estelle, are you... What? No, not at all. You think Estelle, the coup breaker, hero of Libel, would be afraid of ghosts? No way, no how, no. Sorry, I am afraid of ghosts, a little. Haha, more than a little from the looks of it. Well, don't worry, nobody's been hurt or anything. And it isn't urgent, we'll just pretend this conversation didn't... Jean, wait. Estelle, don't you think we should take this job? Don't you worry, your big sister will make it all better. Besides, investigating this could prove useful to our, actual mission. Huh? Remember, Estelle, our true purpose is investigating the movements of the society through Libel. That involves keeping an eye out for anything even remotely suspicious. Sounds a little bit like a ghost hunt to me, wouldn't you agree? Yeah, when you put it like that, it makes sense. Sorry, Shira, I was being childish. Jean, we'll investigate the sightings and get to the bottom of them, I promise. Glad to hear it. Anyway, I've got 3 sightings in particular that I think bear looking into. The first one is a report from a guard at Erletten. Apparently he saw something during a night patrol that spooked the heck out of him. Okay, not scared, not scared. The second one I know of was a sighting by a member of the Ravens. The Ravens, that's a local dogs gang, right? Hopefully we can get them to cooperate. I don't think that'll actually be as big a problem as you think. They seem kind of different during the tournament in Gransel, you know? Really? You'll have to fill me in on the way. Well, sounds like you make it work. Anyway, the last report is from one of the children at the Mercia orphanage. Wait, one of the orphanage kids? Yes, Matron Theresa contacted us on her behalf. Alright, guess you wouldn't know. Reconstruction of the orphanage finished not too long ago. Honestly, really quick, actually. I think it's been, what, like 3 months? Like, the whole first game took place over, like, what, a few weeks? Entirely. And Estelle has been training for, I think, 2.5 months or something. I think it was that long. So they were really quick rebuilding the orphanage. According to Matron Theresa, it's more or less exactly as it once was. Sorry, we needed to save the budget here, okay? We couldn't make a new one. It is? That's a relief. I wanted to go say hi to Matron Theresa and the kids anyway. I'll ask about the thingy sighting when I go congratulate them over the new orphanage building. And that's it. Remember though, this really isn't urgent, so you can put it off for a bit if something else comes up. The rest of the jobs are on the board, so make sure to check it. Bracer quests, which you may choose or accept or ignore, are posted on the board. You need to spot at each guild house if you approach the board. Alright. Okay, well, you've heard what all 3 witnesses have to say. Come back here. We can go over all the testimonies and take a stab at figuring this mess out. Understood. The Ravens hang out right here in the city, in the warehouse district. We might check on them first. Well then, let's stop by the warehouse district before we leave town. That's across the bridge, I believe. Finally, I have control back. Okay. Ingredient Hunter, Saffel Tower photo. They're all pretty long term. But I'm going to treat this like the first game, and I'm going to do all of the side quests. As many as possible, obviously. Okay. But I have to say, this game already hooked me in with the story in the first half of the stream. The second half was more of what we are used to. And it's probably going to be more of what we're used to. We're going to talk to everyone in Rouen next time. Like next time we're going to do our usual thing where we talk to everyone in Rouen, try to finish all of these side quests, and then take a stab at the main quest. It's going to be a long one, I can already tell you, but yeah, it's going to be next week Wednesday probably. So yeah. Let me get back to our screen here. Alright. Oh my god. It's going to be interesting. I can already tell this is like stabbing into the same vein as the first game. It does have a stronger beginning, but it's going to be as as wordy as the first game, is what I mean to say, you know? Like, not that that's a bad thing. I like it. There's a lot of exposition that they have, a lot of characters we meet throughout the game, and I see the value in those, you know? Like, I see the value in meeting all of these characters and connecting everyone to the world and all of that. I see the value. But yeah, it is tough. It is tough to read almost exclusively for 3 hours, you know? Like, read out loud. That is not a skill that you usually use in your everyday life, you know? Unless you have a certain job or something. But reading text out loud for 3 hours is actually very taxing at times. I don't know. But yeah, that's why we're only playing once per week, I think. At least for now. Until we maybe get to a point where things pick up. Maybe we get closer to the ending or whatever. Then we'll probably play a little bit more. But yeah, so far, I really do enjoy the second chapter as well. But we'll have to see. Like, it all depends on, like, if these shadow sightings, for example, like the main quest in Ruan, will give us like details about Ouroboros and how they operate, or at least how the Wiseman branch of Ouroboros operates in Libel and stuff. If it actually adds to the plot, it would be great, you know. Because yeah, in the first game we did a bunch of stuff, but it seemed somewhat separate to the plot at points, you know. I mean, it all was important, don't get me wrong, but it seemed somewhat like a slice of life, villain of the day sort of feel, you know, in the first game. And I hope it's all a little bit more connected in this one. That's just my 2 cents. But yeah, that's okay. That's okay. Do we have Trails in the Sky sound bites, by the way? Because that's something that I'm asking a lot. I don't know yet. Let me quickly change this. Because I have a bunch of sound bites. You know, like this one.
You can take me! Don't forget me!
But I don't have any sound bites from Trails in the Sky so far. And I mean, it makes sense. Because the characters are not talking. And it would make sense for the second game to ramp up, obviously. If the first game was the setup, and we got to know Estelle and Joshua, it would be like a really easy thing to just, you know, the second game is like the ramp up, and the third game is like the conclusion, you know. Definitely feels like we're working towards a conclusion to the series. Like we're working towards something, at least this time around, because in the first game we didn't have the Society of Ouroboros or Wise Men as the bad guy in this situation, you know. We didn't have that. We just got hints to it a bit, but we didn't get the full picture. This time we have a bigger picture, a little bit. We actually get to see them talk and stuff, you know, so that's great. So yeah. Thank you guys for watching. If you want to see more on Trails, please leave a like and subscribe. Definitely send me comments, liking and subscribing on the channel. Because, you know, this might help me decide if we're going to do them a lot more often. These streams of Trails. You know? Because when I see something is like doing good on my channel, I'm usually inclined to do it a lot more often than if something doesn't do well. You know? But yeah, for tomorrow, let me set this in stone right now. For tomorrow, we're going to try out some demos. I want to set this up. I'm going to set this up where I have my PC. We're going to play some demos of games, and we're going to have my Switch too, and we're going to play some demos on there as well. But yeah, I want to try out the Mina the Hollower demo, and I want to try out the new game demo for the Square Enix game that just got announced. So those two, I will definitely put on stream. I'll see if I find additional demos. I can find additional demos to try out, you know, for additional games. We're going to be on for a little bit longer, I think. So I'm going to try to get to it, you know. But yeah, that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and obviously like, subscribe, do all that jazz, and I will see you all next time. Try everything out.